it's Melanie. Welcome to my channel. Today starts another reading vlog, so stay tuned. So it's nearly 11 o'clock on Sunday, December 22nd, and I literally just finished my vlog for last week just a couple of hours ago. But I have the opportunity to read something, and before I do that, I want to go and see what the prompts for this week's Magical Readathon chapter is. So chapter 4 is now open, so I'm going to flip this camera around and we're going to see what prompts I get. Okay, so this week is chapter 4, so let's click on that. Welcome to Chapter 4. The whole school, including the staff, seemed to be a bit shaken up about the writing on the castle's wall. Some even cared about Miss Norris, although majority were glad of the temporary break from the sneaky little monster. Filch has been haunting the castle, looking as lively as Moaning Myrtle. Enemies of the air beware? What does that mean? Most teachers appear to believe this to be but a tasteless prank, insisting on not wasting time on such silly rumors and refusing to talk about the legend of the Chamber of Secrets. Cough, cough, McGonagall and Snape. Some students swore they already knew what this is all about, whilst others made plans on when and whom to ask about it. But they all had one thing in common. Everyone was speaking about it. Have you already read a little about the Chamber of Secrets? In Chapter 1, did you select to join the book club with Hermione? I did. So yes, I'm a member of the Book Allery Club. Ah, the power of reading. Because you already came across this legend by sheer chance, too. You are one of the few students who already know a little bit about the Chamber of Secrets. You and Hermione fill Ron in. In sum, the chamber was created by one of Hogwarts' founders, Salazar Slytherin, who did not agree with the rest of the founders about who should be admitted to study magic. Before he left, he made sure that the Chamber of Secrets could only be opened once his true heir came back to the school. Upon the heir's return, he would then open the chamber once more, unleash the monster within, and purge the school of those who were deemed unworthy by Salazar. Ron looked as if he was hit by a troll's club. Monster, he said in an abnormally high-pitched voice. You don't reckon it could be a big spider, do you? Somehow you doubt you would be that lucky. No, if that's the thing you heard whispering before, it will be something much, much worse. Continue. It's the start of Christmas break. The Great Hall changes the enchanted ceiling to now occasionally float tiny snowflakes down onto the shoulders of the remaining students. A lot of your peers decided to go home for the holiday, but you, Ron, and Hermione are spending it right here at Hogwarts. There are maybe a dozen stunning Christmas trees with little charmed reindeer zooming around the branches. The silver suits of armor spontaneously erupt into cheerful Christmas songs when someone passes them, and the mountain tops outside often blend into the calm white of the sky. With everything going on, it's so nice to have the castle a bit quieter and relax for a couple of days. Not to mention, the food is amazing as ever, maybe even a tad more delicious, as some festive dishes were added to the menu just yesterday. Ooh, pretty. Hey, witches and wizards, hope you are enjoying the readathon so far. We are having a magical December. Ooh, magical giveaway. Fun! Let's continue. Naturally, after the Chamber of Secrets messages appeared and Miss Norris has been petrified, all you three were doing was coming up with theories on who's responsible. Ron jumps to the conclusion that it's 100% Malfoy and has been acting aghast whenever Hermione brings up a point against his suspicions. During another one of these instances, Hermione puffs her chest and admits that she has come up with a way of finding out if Malfoy truly is the heir of Slytherin or not. Go on then. Ron waves his hands impatiently. She's explaining all about the Polyjuice potion, not leaving the part out about how many rules you would break if you go ahead with this plan, but that it would allow you to change your appearance into any Slytherin and infiltrate their common room, hopefully getting Malfoy to boast about being the heir. And I'm going to have to change my battery because it's dying. Hold on. Okay, sorry if there was an angle change, but I had to change out my battery, and then afterwards I realized that my SD card was full, so yeah. But now back to the story. But you said it would take a month. We can't wait that long. What if someone else gets attacked? She blushes and mumbles something about having the potion brewing in secret already for a while. It's almost ready to use if we so wish. A bit surprised, yet impressed, you mull over the idea. On one hand, it's something you could do tomorrow, and that would hopefully give you all some answers. Plus, you've always been curious to see how Malfoy acts around his own friends, and about how the Slytherin common room looks. On another hand, you feel like there's so many holes in this plan, you'd be breaking so many rules, and you have a feeling there's another way to go about this. You don't really think that Malfoy is the heir either way. Your friends look at you expectantly. Do we use the Polyjuice potion, or there must be another way? Well, I personally think if Hermione is suggesting it, we just go ahead and use the Polyjuice potion. Because she's smart. Hermione jumps up eagerly and leads you to the aforementioned girls' bathroom. Ron looked visibly uncomfortable. Her cauldron stands right there in the middle of the aisle. When met with quizzical looks, she explains that this is one bathroom everybody avoids going into because it's the one haunted by Myrtle. Thankfully, she seems to be absent at the time. Hermione sits down and adds a couple more drops of some thick black material to the cauldron. The contents of the cauldron bubble up almost to the rim. You take a step back just to be safe. You've been burnt one too many times before. But the liquid settles back down, changing the color from vivid green to more translucent shade. Oh good, sighs Hermione. According to her, all you guys need now are a few more herbs that should be available at the potions class cupboard. A piece of whomever you want to turn into. Come again, Ron exclaims in disgust. And to keep stirring this continuously for another hour. If you want to do this tonight, you better split up. It's up to you which task you'd rather take on. Okay, so I can either gather the missing herbs, retrieve a couple of hairs from Crabbe and Goyle, or stay and stir the cauldron. Gosh. I would probably want to stay and stir the cauldron because I'd be less likely to get caught that way. Just keep stirring. You're reading. Oh my goodness. What is this? Your reading prompt. Pick 5 to 7 books. Okay. I thought it was going to make me read 5 to 7 books for a second. Whew. It says pick 5 to 7 books, lay them down in a circle around yourself, close your eyes, and turn around a couple of times. Open your eyes and read the book that's in front of you. Okay. Interesting. Alright, let's see what else we got, if there's any other prompts. That's an interesting one. I'm going to spin around and fall down on my face, probably. Okay. Let's go see if we have any other prompts. 5 to 7 books. Alright. There we go. The missing herbs are added. Potion turns mint green, and the Polyjuice potion is ready for the very last ingredient. Hermione has a Slytherin girl's hair that she's plucked from her cloak during one of their shared lessons. Ron got Crabbe, and you were left with Goyle. As you add your hairs into the vials, the potion turns muddy brown and thickens up to the most unappealing, lumpy consistency. Yikes. Better hurry up. These work best when fresh. Bottoms up. Hermione runs into the cubicle and insists that you go without her. Not having time to reason with her, you listen. By some dumb luck, you get spotted by Draco himself, just 5 minutes of wondering with slight panic that you will not find their common room in time, a part of the plan you somehow forgot to think about. You follow him silently as he rants away about his most recent Quidditch practice. And he dared to look me in the eye and suggest that I need to have a better lookout on my left. Pfft. The guy couldn't find soap if it was in front of him. The state of him. I'll never understand how he's in Slytherin. You go down to the dungeons you should have suspected. The password is pureblood. Then we have a quote from the book. It was actually a rather nice, calm-looking surrounding, almost soundproof. You could see the water reflecting on the ceiling. It had the most bizarre, soothing effect. The other students laugh and chat away, looking actually really friendly. After some monologuing by Draco, you and Ron start to nudge him toward the right subject, the Slytherin heir. However, at one point, you must have said something that was a longer sentence than Draco has ever heard Goyle say, so he grows suspicious. Uh-oh. In Chapter 2, did you speak with Mr. Weasley about his raids of Malfoy Manor? I did not. No, did not get a chance. Dang, you need to think quickly. Speak in short sentences. Frown a lot, as if thinking is really hard. Maybe talk a bit about food. Try mentioning something you think Draco loves. It shouldn't be too hard, guessing his favorite activities or things to moan about. Your reading prompt. Read a friend's recommended or favorite book. It could also be a book recommended by a book community member you like. Okay. Interesting. Am I going to end up with 3 prompts? As Malfoy settles back into his elegant chair, seemingly convinced that you're acting normal, he gets back to the topic at hand. And then we have another quote from the book, all about what Malfoy's saying. Well, that settles it. Malfoy isn't the heir. You turn your head towards Ron or Crabbe, who looks at you in return. His eyes suddenly widen, and before you could ask you why, Crabbe's hair suddenly starts turning bright red and growing longer. Your time is up. You shoot up from the sofa and run for it, shouting a reply to Malfoy's question. Hospital wing, got stomachache. By the time you get to the first floor, you're almost back to your old selves. You turn towards the hallway where you hid your clothes to change, but Ron says he's going to check on Hermione and that he will meet you later. After you are comfortably in your own uniform, you turn to go back too, but then you hear it again, the same cold whisper that made your skin crawl. After half a second of hesitation, you follow the sound. What if someone was in trouble? The sound travels faster than you could run, however. Once you turn the corner, you are met with a grim view. There in the middle of the dimly lit corridor is nearly headless Nick's ghost, but he has an odd shade to him, and he is very clearly not his usual self. He seems petrified, and behind him lays a Hufflepuff boy from your year. He looks as if he was turned to stone too. What do? Do you approach the scene, or do you run before anyone actually sees you? You'll of course make sure someone finds them soon. Half the school seems to think you have something to do with this Chamber of Secrets since you were the one to find Miss Norris. It would be terrible to be found at another crime scene again. We have no, you can't risk being seen near them alone or approach them. I'm a scaredy cat, so I would probably not risk it and try to like get somebody else to go there. You make a mental note to make sure the victims are found, but for now, you need to not be seen nearby. It's only for the best that you're not associated with this attack too. That's the last thing you need. You just need to cross this courtyard and you'll be in the clear. Then you can find someone and masterfully send them towards Nick so they can be found. Maybe you can tell Filch you saw Peeves in a mischievous mood moving in that direction. That would definitely work. Boom. Something crashes into your side with such force that it sends you flying to the side. You take your wand, trying to point it at whatever this was, but it takes another blow to your shoulder to realize it's a bludger. What is it doing here outside the Quidditch field? And why is it trying to kill you? You dance around between the mossy pillars, trying to avoid it as it zooms left and right, trying to hit you again and again. If you haven't broke a rib already, you'll be lucky. You need to do something before you get knocked unconscious. Cast Protego or cast Reducto? Protego? Ah, finally. Now that you got rid of the bludger, you push back the and dust your robes, checking for any damage done. That's when you hear a tiny half screech, half cry from behind the bush. You narrow your eyes suspiciously and move towards it, poking your wand so that the creature behind it yelps and jumps into a clearance. It's Dobby! Find Dobby. Tweet a photo of your favorite Quidditch player with a hashtag Dobby sent a bludger. Okay. I'm gonna have to write that down. Alright, let's see what else we got. Why? Why you? Why does Dobby insist on getting you in trouble? Then there's another quote from the book. It turns out it was Dobby's hope to maim you enough to get you out of the school's grounds, even if that meant you were in need of a proper hospital. This elf has his priorities seriously mixed up. But he just kept going and going on about how you need to not be here and how you might be the person that is taken this time around, and that you are too valuable to the wizarding future to risk such a thing. This time around. Somehow, it's very hard to be angry at someone who looks so pitiful. You try your best to calm Dobby down and see what else he knows about Chamber of Secrets, and ask what has happened previously. He doesn't seem to know much, after all, but it strikes you he's standing here even though he doesn't work in Hogwarts. How is Dobby here? From what you heard, Dumbledore has strengthened the security in the castle so much that even the teachers were having difficulty leaving and entering again. It seems that this house elf magic often can overcome any magical barrier, as they're not seen as a threat. It seemed to you like a massive loophole. Congratulations. Okay, so I've got 2 reading prompts and 1 Twitter prompt. Okay, well, I'll let you know when I figure out my books. Okay, so the challenge said to put 5 to 7 books in a circle around you and then spin around a few times to see what you're going to read. Whatever you stop on, whatever you're facing, that's what you read. I guess I can just close my eyes and cover them like this. And spin around. Okay, so we have The Mother-Daughter Book Club, Much Ado About Anne by Heather Vogel-Frederick. Regretting You by Colleen Hoover. Xmas, a love/hate story by Kate Bryan. Sanity and Tallulah by Molly Brooks. This is a middle grade graphic novel. Stone Mothers by Erin Kelly. And The Krampus Chronicles, The Three Sisters by Sonia Halbach. Okay, so I wonder if I can spin around on my knees. Let me try that. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, Sanity and Tallulah by Molly Brooks. Okay. That's cool. So this is what I'll be reading for that challenge. So it's late. I'm super tired, but I wanted to go ahead and open today's gift. I'll tell you about my books later, but this is the biggest box so far. What in the world? What? This is funny. I guess I need to like move the fluff around inside, but it's a big pillow and it says Merry Bookmas and Happy Book Year. And it's a little Bookmas tree. This is so cute and cozy. I just need to move the fluff around so it fills up the whole pillowcase. That's cute. Okay, now I'm gonna go to bed. I'll talk to you tomorrow. So it is Christmas Eve, at least to everybody else. We don't necessarily have Christmas on Christmas because of Marty's work schedule. So this year we're having Christmas on the 28th because, well, right now Marty's at work and he works the next day and the next day. So the 28th is the first day that we can all be together, and Marty's parents are coming, and my niece Jill is going to be here, and Becca and Amanda, and we're all going to have a wonderful Christmas on the 28th. So for us this year, the 24th is just another day. But I have my gift from Marty, and I have lots to tell you about the books I've been reading. Fun! Marty got me my favorite. This is like the holiday treat that I love, and that is Ferrero Rocher. I love these things so much. They are so good. Fine. I end up with one of these, one size or another, every year, and I always love it. Okay, so now on to the books that I've read. Oh, actually, before I get to that, I have this. So I reached out to Once Upon a Book Club about the bracelet breaking, and apparently they had quite a few that ended up breaking, different people's, and they sent me a replacement. So hopefully this one won't break as well. So here is my pretty new bracelet. Hopefully this one will hold up a little bit better. Okay, now really on to the books. So the last thing that I think I told you I was reading was Stone Mothers, or listening to the audiobook of Stone Mothers. And I finished it, and I really didn't like it. This is supposed to be a thriller, and it says heart pounding and furiously clever. No, it wasn't heart pounding at all. It was so boring. So originally I DNF'd this around page 35 or something like that because it was boring then. But I gave it another chance because of the Merry Bookmas Readathon challenge last Bookmas, and that's to give an author a second chance. So I gave this one a second chance because I was able to get the audiobook. Normally when I DNF something, it stays DNF'd and it gets 1 star. But if I completely read it and don't like it, then I'll give it at least 2 stars. This one, however, I'm giving 1.5 stars because I really, really, really didn't like it, and many, many, many times wanted to DNF it. But I pushed through and I finished it, and it was a struggle, and I'm unhauling this book. I do not want it. Okay, so aside from that, I have been enjoying my other books. So Xander and I continued with Lodestar. We're very much behind. We were supposed to finish this last month, and we didn't. And then we've continued a little bit this month, but we're only on page 472. So we still got quite a bit left. As you saw in my like spinning around in a circle to pick my book, and I thought I was low enough that you could actually see, you know, me covering my head, but my head was chopped off of that video. But I ended up getting Sanity and Tallulah by Molly Brooks, and I've started reading this. I'm only on page 20, so just getting started on that. And I probably won't finish it tonight because it's late and I'm going to be going to bed very soon. And as far as the challenge to read, what was it exactly? Read a favorite of somebody's, or a book somebody recommended you. Let's see. Read a friend's recommended or favorite book. It could also be a book recommended by a book community member you like. So what I did was I went to Emma Books and searched favorites, and I clicked on her video that was like favorite standalones, and the very first book she mentioned is one that I had on my shelf, and I hadn't read it yet, so I picked that book, and that was Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. And I very much have been enjoying this. I'm currently on page 158, getting ready to start chapter 14, so I've made a good chunk of the way through that. This is interesting because it's about a girl who writes fan fiction for about these characters, Simon Snow and Baz. And the Simon Snow story sounds like fan fiction of Harry Potter. So it's like she's writing fan fiction about fan fiction almost. But one thing I have noticed, I never knew what Carry On was about, but I did know it was by this author. And it's funny because the fan fiction she's writing is Carry On. So now I want to read Carry On. It's like some weird book inception, and I'm loving it. Also, Marty and I have started an audiobook. We're listening to Incarceron by Catherine Fisher, and we're on page 78 of this, or just finished page 78 of this. This is a weird book. There's like, Incarceron is this kind of prison, and we have somebody named Finn who's trapped on the inside of this prison, but he remembers being on the outside. However, nobody's been on the outside in like decades or centuries or something like that. I think it's decades. I don't know. So anybody that's inside shouldn't remember ever having been outside. And then there's a girl on the outside who's the warden's daughter, and she's in her own kind of prison because outside they're trapped in like a time era of like, what year? I can't remember. It's like the 18th century or something like that. And I can't remember exactly what the year era or whatever they are, but they can't have anything that's like modern day or anything like that. And she's forced into, she's going to have to be in this arranged marriage. And I don't know too much about it other than that, because we're only like 78 pages in. But it's interesting so far, but it's weird. So yes, that is where I'm at with my reading. One book down, hated, but currently reading 4 others and enjoying all of them, so that's good. Also, today I finished filming my library setup and I've been editing it, and I'm hoping to get it up tonight so that it'll post in the morning. Fingers crossed, because I want to make that like a Christmas gift to all of you. But I'm tired, and technically it's actually Christmas already because it's 1 o'clock in the morning now. But I'm trying to stay up until I get this thing exported and get it uploaded and all of that stuff, and then I can go to bed. Alright, I'm gonna go. I will talk to you tomorrow. To all of those out there that are celebrating Christmas this year, I want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Merry Bookmas and a happy book year and all of that. For us, it was another day just because, well, it's just me and Xander around here because Marty's at work and Becca is having Christmas at Amanda's, so we decided we wanted to wait and do our Christmas when we could have everybody together, so we're doing our Christmas on the 28th. So you'll still get to see our Christmas, it'll just be then. But I wanted to fill you in on my reading. Today I finished Sanity in Tallulah by Molly Brooks, and I would give this 3.5 stars. I really enjoyed it. So Sanity in Tallulah, they live on a space station and they're like way out from most of the other space stations in a kind of rundown one. And Sanity here, she's like a science genius, and she manages to create this 3-headed kitten that looks very much like Katniss but with 3 heads. And she named one of the heads Princess, one head Sparkle, and the other head Destroyer of Worlds. So together they're called Princess Sparkle, Destroyer of Worlds. And well, it's a big no-no. She also created this food that she's been feeding Princess Sparkle, Destroyer of Worlds, and that was also a no-no. And then Tallulah's mother, this is Tallulah, her mother finds out, takes the kitten and puts her in like a lab cage so that she can be monitored and all of that, and she escapes. And then bad things start happening all over the station, and well, Princess Sparkle, Destroyer of Worlds, is the one being blamed for it. But it was super cute. So this came in an Owl Crate Junior box, so it's middle grade, and I actually have an arc of the sequel to this, which I'm looking forward to reading. But there were a few things in here that I was a little surprised to see in a middle grade book. Like, I personally didn't mind reading it. However, some people might find offense to it being in a middle grade book, so just to kind of put that out there, that there are words like damn in here, used as a curse word. So if you have a problem with that, or with your kids reading something like that, you may not want them to read this. But all in all, it was super cute. I want to find you a picture of the cat. Part of the no-no with the food that Sanity created was it made Princess Sparkle, Destroyer of Worlds, grow super fast. So here is her as a little kitten, super cute, but she becomes much, much bigger. Also, I am reading Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. I think I've already told y'all that, and I'm on page 190 right now. And Xander and I continued with Lodestar, Keeper of the Lost Cities, or Keeper of the Lost Cities Lodestar, and we're on page 524 of this. This is a big freaking book, but we're really enjoying this entire series. And then I have my gift for today. Marty actually did 28 days of gifts for me so that my big gift would be on our Christmas day, which I thought was really cool. Okay, we have something in here. Oh, it's a pillowcase. And it's like a library card. That's really, really, really cute. It's really, really soft too. Like, oh, so soft. This is super cute. I've got so many bookish pillowcases now. Alright, well that is it as far as my update for today. So I will just talk to you tomorrow. If I have anything to, well, nope, I'll have to at least open my gift for you tomorrow. So I'll talk to you then. Okay, so it's like 1:20 in the morning, technically, on Friday, December 27th. But I'm still counting it as the 26th because I haven't gone to sleep yet. So I have my gift for the 26th right here. I'm so tired. I've been so busy today and I've done so much and filmed so much and I've got a mess around me and I've got to have so much to do tomorrow and I just want to go to sleep. But I did want to come on and open my gift up and tell you about my reading. Though I may wait on the reading until tomorrow. We'll see. Alright, gift. This is ridiculously cute. He got me a little stuffed doggy. It's so adorable. I know I'm tired because I feel like I'm gonna cry. Oh, it's so cute. Hold on, I'm gonna send Marty a picture. He's at work. Yes, I sent him. Okay. Books. Okay. Let's talk books. I finished Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. And I really want to read Carry On now. I really enjoyed this. I give this 5 stars. I loved all the different levels. So there's like the book within the book. There's the fan fiction. There's referencing really like things that are like Harry Potter without Harry Potter, which was funny. And then there's like the dad's bipolar issues. There's the issues between the twins. There's the issues with the mother. There's just so much in this book, and I really enjoyed it. I'm not sure how much I told you about this. If you don't already know, I highly recommend it. I give it 5 stars. But it's about, you got this girl named Kath, and she's a twin. Her sister is Ren. Her mother, or their mother, named them, well, wanted to call them Catherine, thinking it was just going to be one kid. And then because it ended up being 2, we have Cather and Ren. Because her mom didn't want to come up with another name. And Kath writes fan fiction about a character named Simon Snow and Baz, and they are, okay, so the Simon Snow series is like the Harry Potter series, like set in the same time and everything, but it's not Harry Potter, it's Simon Snow. And she writes fan fiction about that story, and she's a super popular fan fiction author. And her and her sister, they go off to college, and there's the issues with that. Her sister didn't want to be her roommate, so she ends up with somebody else, and she's very introverted, whereas her twin is not introverted at all. And it's dealing with, you know, meeting new people, dealing with boys and class, and worrying about her dad because he is bipolar and he has his own issues, so she worries about him. She worries about her sister because she doesn't see her sister enough, and her sister gets into partying and drinking and all of that. It's really Kath trying to find her place in this world and just dealing with so many different things. And it was lovely. And the romance in here was just so cute. And it was like a slow burn kind of romance. And I loved it. I highly recommend it. And now I have to read Carry On, because Carry On was the fan fiction that Kath was writing. And I know that Rainbow Rowell wrote a book called Carry On. And as much as she referred to this Simon Snow series in here, in addition to Carry On, you know, the fan fiction, I actually looked up Simon Snow thinking that maybe there was an actual series. But what comes up as the actual Simon Snow series is Carry On. So I have to read that. Yeah. I'm so glad I did get around to reading this. And I really thank Emma from Emma Books for putting this as one of her favorite standalone books. So this completes that, my other Magical Readathon. So I completed both. The Sanity and Tallulah was the spin around in a circle one. And then this was reading a book recommended to you. So, yay. And now it's Friday morning. I don't know what I'm going to read next. I don't really know how much reading I'm going to get done this weekend. So I'm really glad that I got that out of the way, because technically, like I said, it's the 27th now. Tomorrow I've got editing to do. I've got a lot of cleaning to do. I have some uploading to do. And tomorrow, Marty's parents and my niece and Marty's grandmother will all be here. So I have to have the whole house ready for everybody. And the next day we're having our Christmas. And then the next day they're all leaving. So I might not get any reading done at all this weekend. We'll see. Alright, I'm going to go and take off my makeup and go to bed. But before I do, so I was sitting right here for all of the filming that I've done today. I filmed my January TBR. I filmed a book haul, which the books are moved away so you can't see those. And I filmed a massive beauty and lifestyle unboxing. That's what made the big mess. I'm going to show you what this big mess looks like. Hold on. This is what I have done to my beautiful library. They got my lights down here propped up on pillows so they can shine on me there, because this room is dark. But yeah, that's my mess. Okay, I'm going to bed. I will talk to you tomorrow.
Wait, no reverse card. Reverse. I caught it. It literally went in the hole. That's what she said.
It's the 27th. I have my gift for the day. There's Jill. This is my niece. And Xander being silly back there. But I just wanted to come on, open my gift. I also got some reading done today. I started reading the Mother-Daughter Book Club, Much Ado About Anne by Heather Vogel Frederick. And I got to page 212, so about almost 2/3 of the way through. I don't know what they're doing back there. Okay, let's open up this gift. I know what this is. I really like board games, and he got me a board game. It's Hixsonopoly. It's Monopoly for the little town that we live in, which is pretty funny. We already have a Chattanooga-opoly. Now we have a Hixson-opoly. Cute. Alright. So that's the gift for today. Tomorrow we are having our Christmas. I'll show you all the gifts under the tree. Ugh. Here's all the gifts under our tree. Yay. Okay. It's like super late. We've been talking for like ever. And now, I don't know. We might start playing Hixsonopoly here in just a second. Hi, Jill. This is where Jill's sleeping tonight. The trundle in the library. It's a cool place to hang out. Alright, talk to you tomorrow. Yahoo!
It feels like it should pop open, but it doesn't.
All right, Santa Claus, start throwing it.
Yeah, alright.
It's the Santa delivery system here.
Yeah,
And Xander had one rule for opening presents. This had to be the first present opened.
Uh-oh.
one marshmallow in the mug. Like, it's a marshmallow, you could cut it in half, and it is that cut in half marshmallow
Very
itself
nice.
is the same size
They're
as
gonna
a
have to
normal
change
marshmallow.
the little
They're
thing
big
on here so it
marshmallows.
doesn't push out of my ear, but that's it.
Did it come with extra?
I think so. Man, why are you doing this?
The decoration.
Oh, warranty is followed.
Oh yeah, there they are.
Click the thing.
What?
Thing.
You've never played two
You
receipts.
got 90 days.
What is it?
90 days.
It's an office place.
Maybe like 80 something, but
It's like what
from whatever the time of purchase was. You were
when it's like wireless and better.
you're under
not
warranty.
normie.
Alright, gonna let those
I'm
be in
better than
there.
Will.
Hey, show it off. Show it off.
You got the Oculus Quest?
Woo!
Wow, looks like somebody can play Beat Saber now and doesn't need to come over to my house.
Smile. Are you happy?
Yes. I need knife.
Here's one.
Okay.
Here's one.
Wait. It's sad because they
Here's one.
feels bad.
I know what the way.
Here's one. Here's one.
The red one.
And here's one.
It's like you're
I got dirty
That's
sound.
the multi-level, the multi-wrapped.
Oh, oh no.
All right. What do you want, Jill?
I'll take the red one that Sandra did.
This one?
Yeah. I don't know what's in it.
That's the point.
I know.
Ah, you gotta open
You gotta open
Oh,
it.
you gotta open it?
Yeah,
I didn't know you gotta
Because
open
Xander
it.
can either steal yours or pick a new
I
one.
wanna steal mine.
Well, I mean, that's just how it works. You have a choice of stealing that or picking a different one.
Oh.
Be rare.
And pretty much anybody, because you're the first person to go, anybody can steal what you've got.
Oh,
That's
well,
why I wanted to be.
who wants some mug?
It says,
That's really cute though.
Who wants some mug?
That's
Okay.
your mug right now.
Right now it's yours.
Now
Okay,
it's
Xander,
my mug.
you got these 3 bags, this box, this one, or one of those.
I think I'll take the silver one.
The silver one?
Or whatever that is.
This
It's like
one?
everything color. The hollow.
Yeah, hollow, there you go.
The silver top.
You gotta show everybody what you got.
That's a lot of
Darby, break down all the
That's a lot of
boxes.
stuff.
Oh, there would be times at Arby's,
Alright,
it's
so
like,
we
oh, I gotta
got a tin
go
of
do
Oreos.
sauces or something like that.
everyone
The
like-
sauces all come in these big fat bags, but then those bags come in
And
boxes.
we got hot
And, you know,
chocolate.
not a lot of...
Amanda, you wanna see what he got? A tin of Oreos,
And hot chocolate.
hot chocolate.
Who
Just
wants
keep it in the box for now.
Hey,
Lots of
Alright,
boxes
who's number
breaking down.
3? What do you want, Amanda? One of the bags? The
I'll
box?
take a bag, sure. No one's done a bag. I'll take the middle bag.
The middle
No
bag.
one's done a bag.
That's a big bag. Arms are sweaty.
Just in the center.
What's in
Front and center.
That is,
Right.
I know what's in that box.
Fuck.
Yours get tight in here.
I actually know which.
Wow.
I know which one I want Becca to get.
Whatever
Of all the gifts.
he gets, Amanda gets. I
Oh,
know I
stroop
will
waffles.
also
Mom likes stroop waffles. Okay, this is mine. I'll take it. Unless one of you guys wants to swipe it for me.
Show Mark.
Mama likes stroop
What do you got?
waffles, though. Stroop waffles.
That looks pretty good.
Get
Get
out of here.
Cheesecake truffle.
That sounds pretty good too. I might be stealing from you.
I'd rather do this.
Who's got number 4?
I'd rather do this than tear off with a meat.
You're doing that too.
I want the one under the red bag.
No, that's not one of them. Do you want to steal one of theirs or do you want to pick one of these?
Steal one of those, or you can pick one of
Do
those.
you want that coffee cup?
I told you which one I wanted.
I know, but she said that's not an option.
Oh.
So you want to steal one of theirs or you want to take one of these?
No else.
Mama, don't tell them what's in there.
Well,
Well, don't tell
I
them
want
what's
the
in it.
strap it. I want the strap it one.
This one? This one or this
No,
one?
underneath,
The
dude.
big striped
Why you
one.
lean on top? What told you,
Well,
girl?
they're strapped too.
Yeah, those are striped.
Yeah, well, you
The
know,
darker striped one.
hey, you ain't got no size. Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
What do you
I knew what
get?
was in there.
It's a drawing stuff. You can paint.
Yeah. You want a
Here's your
paint
brushes. Hey, here's your book too.
For art.
Put this on the bottom there.
Hold on.
I ain't
Is
seen
that
what
everything,
book
or-
is
You
this.
can art the crap out of stuff.
I don't build stuff.
Oreos.
It's a decoration.
It's an ornament.
Ornament.
All
It's a
right.
cat ornament. It's a paint.
Now the fun time.
Art's a craft.
All right. Who's number 5? Oh, that's me. I'm number 5.
I think
I'm
it's
number
you.
7. Hey, you want some Oreos? I got a chocolate fudge
Oh,
covered
do I
Oreos.
steal that?
Do you want the mug?
You can steal Xander's. Do you want the chocolate fudge covered Oreos?
You want
A mug?
No. I'm either debating on taking one of these bags or taking this.
Oh, you can
It's
do that
okay.
now?
Mom,
Yeah,
Mom
I
won't
think
be
you
mad
can
if there's one less stroop waffle.
You can only do it until you open up one.
You could have took one of theirs.
I'm going to go for this
Oh.
one.
Oh,
Well,
I know
they
what-
didn't tell me the rules.
I know
I
what-
did. I said, do you want to steal one of theirs or do you want to pick one? And you picked the striped
Steal
one.
mine.
I like that coffee cup over there.
Don't you want that?
No.
I got
Look at that.
popcorn.
Really?
Oh, cool.
Oh, wait, it's popcorn, caramel popcorn,
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
pomegranate flavored candies, and cocoa dusted truffles. And it looks like Santa Claus. All right. Okay,
Well, what
So
about
who's
that
number
other bag?
6?
That would
Oh,
be
you
me.
got 2 more.
So you have a bag, this,
Oh,
Or
or
that.
this.
oh, you was on 7 then, wasn't
6.
No,
See?
I'm 7.
Becca's
She said
7.
not made.
you?
So which one do you want, Marty?
I feel like the small ones are gonna
There's
be like really
round,
really cool.
square, or bag.
Round.
Round.
If you had said square, I might have tossed it, but the round one felt
If
hard.
it's not-
It might hurt somebody.
I also don't recommend throwing the square one.
Oh, okay.
No one's gonna pick the small kid. It's
What
a
is
candle. Dang.
It's something.
What is it?
It's a soy wax candle.
For what?
Oh.
For what?
Soy wax candle.
Sweet. Wee.
And it smells like lavender. and
All right.
something.
You like lavender.
So you're next. Do
Who
you want to
doesn't
steal
like lavender?
somebody's? Or do you want the bag or the square?
Well, I obviously don't want the square because
Do you want to steal?
Because that's.
I
know what it is.
Yeah.
Do you want the mug? I don't. I already have too many mugs, and I barely got
Like-
past.
Do
You
you want
like
the art?
RTs?
Do you want the art?
Show the book that's in there.
You
Oh.
you want Oreos? Do you want the Oreo? Do you want the Godiva?
Oh my gosh, go front.
Soonish. That's
It's
cute.
just the lined notebook.
Yeah.
You want?
I don't know.
Thank you.
I wanna know what's
Oh,
in
Lord,
the
it's got something
bag.
else in
I
there,
know what's
too.
in the
So
bag.
you want the bag or you
Yeah.
want to steal?
I'll take the bag.
I wanna know what's in the bag. Where did the diamond ring come from? You missed the ring.
Oh my god.
Dude, I forgot to tell y'all it was the ring.
One sec, I'm trying to get into it. It won't let me in.
Oh my lord.
So you want to trade?
It's Valentine's, but don't ignore that.
Bro, I
It's
literally
just full of Kit Kats.
it's full of, Mom, I literally picked this up and I was like, hey, look at
Individually
this.
wrapped bars.
So that's yours.
So
Wait, actually, no.
Get this.
Sorry.
Unless I want to steal
You can
one.
steal from anybody,
You
or you
want
can take
some
that one. Hold on, don't open it.
No, I'm not opening it. I'm just staring
Okay.
at it. I'm just
So you can pick in from anybody's gift, or you can take that one. And if you pick somebody else's gift, they get that.
Do you need another mug for your
Better go like Kitty.
Do you want lavender?
Bobo, I love candy. But I can't eat it, I'm a diabetic.
I don't know. What should I do, guys?
Mama, it's up to you.
Would you like to smell
Let me
the
smell.
soy candle?
Let me smell the soy candle.
What?
You did not catch that.
That's
You
murder.
failed.
Did you say something? I didn't hear anything.
It does smell good.
All right, so you want to steal?
Do you want to steal lavender or not?
There's Oreos and coffee. There's this
I mean,
bucket
if I
stuff.
don't get
There's
mine taken, do
this.
you want to trade?
There's Kit Kat bars. There's a mug. Or there's
Eat it
candle.
back.
I'm good.
Or painting.
I picked out that Kit
I'm gonna
Kat.
swap the Marty's.
All right, so Marty gets the square.
See what's in there.
You chose
You
round.
could be
You
the
were
best
wrong.
kid ever. At school.
He was wrong.
Good. You chose round.
Oh,
He was
what's
incorrect.
that
He got
ring?
square.
That is it.
Big brain.
What is
Big
it?
brain.
It's a
Big
tiny
brain.
terrarium.
Cactus.
Oh, that reminds you of Florida where we stayed.
It's a women's glass terrarium.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
They put out 2 more. I'm behind 2-pack. I have all the packs except for the Mother Monster Cat pack and the Panic at the Disco pack.
You
There's
already
still
got
like 3 more.
What is
It's a bath bomb.
Another one.
It's a bath bomb with it's a Santa bomb, a sugar plum bath
Wait, so
fizzer
which
with a
one's
fun
the
holiday
advantage?
surprise inside.
Now you can
They
paint in the
added
bath.
Monster Cat They added.
And I get surprised.
They added.
Oh,
I almost shot you in the head, Rebecca. I don't get to do it.
time.
Don't shoot Becca in the head.
Oh, I got first. Yeah, because you knocked everybody.
Yeah,
You literally 10 seconds into the game, me and Jill tried to hit you, and you
And you
countered both of us.
I just hit this button and didn't move. It didn't move.
That's how I feel right now. I'm like, yeah, whoa, I'm like, that's great.
Wow, John, look at that.
Look at her.
I can't see what those are.
Yeah, that and that right there, you just boom, boom.
Who did I hit?
Oh, my God. Who did all I hit? Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. What a counter.
It wasn't a counter. It was just my special attack.
Dude, you countered us
No,
knowing
I didn't.
it.
I literally
Yeah, you
only
did.
pressed this button.
Go ahead, pick one.
Pick one?
I mean,
I want to pick this one that I always pick because it's
Magnificent.
pretty. And it doesn't move around a
Or
lot.
as Keith says, magic can't.
Magic can't.
I'm
Chicago.
still going with random.
Chicago.
Still going with random.
I'll take one.
Nah,
Take one for the.
nah, I just
Ready
went
to
in.
fight.
Who am I? I'm Pitt.
I don't know who.
Toon Link.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Look, see, look, I got my
Look how
own.
cute I am, though.
Oh, that's a spin.
Okay.
Oh no, I got.
That spin attack is nuts.
Oh my god, wait.
What?
Oh my god, what is happening?
That's the moon.
This doesn't happen!
Where am I?
in my normal map.
Whoa. That's.
Alright. Oh, no, it's like somewhere. Whoa, what? That's home. I did it. Oh, nice. Whoa. Ah, yeet. Wait, I want to throw it. Oh, you can. Right, so, just a favorite airplanes. Wait. Oh, that was bad. A ping pong. Alright, yeah. Run ping pong ball. Ah, I figured out how to pick up items. Gotta get used to it. Alright, yeah, I'm ready. What? That's rocket. Wait, what is this? Oh, I like that. It's like a boxing thing. I can't just look. What is this? What?
So I need to wrap up this vlog. It's actually Tuesday, December 31st. So on the 28th, I think it was, which was supposed to be the last day. Let me see. No, on the 29th, which was supposed to be the last day of this vlog, and the day that Marty's parents and my niece, they all went home. Well, the weather was really, really bad, so they stayed another day, and we kind of just hung out and played board games and just that kind of stuff all day. And I didn't really get much chance to vlog. We were just all hanging out. I did, however, finish reading Much Ado About Anne by Heather Vogel Frederick. This is the second book in the mother-daughter book club series, and in this they were reading the Anne of Green Gables series. And there's new relationships with the adults. There's new friendships or semi-friendships formed with the girls. There's a wedding. There's getting lost in the woods. It was cute. Again, I think I'd give this like a 3.5. I enjoyed it. Probably won't read it again, but I did enjoy it. And it also makes me want to read Anne of Green Gables, just like the first one made me want to read Little Women. So that's cool. Okay, so in addition to that, I read Sanity and Tallulah for the spin around in the circle and pick a book. I can't remember what I gave that. I want to say I gave that one a 3.5 as well, I think. And then I also read Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, which was somebody's favorite book or a book recommended to you or whatever. And this was the first book that I saw on Emma over at Emma Books. She did a video like her favorite standalones. So I read Fangirl. Really enjoyed that. And that makes me want to read Carry On by Rainbow Rowell, because, well, Carry On is mentioned as the fan fiction that Kath, the main character, is writing in Fangirl. So, and I really, really liked Fangirl. I forget what I gave that. I want to say it was like a 4.5 or 5. I can't remember. Anyway, I wanted to really quickly show you what I got on our Christmas day, because you've seen all the other gifts, so I figured I'd go ahead and show you what I actually got on our Christmas day. So Marty's parents got me a s'mores maker. I thought that was fun. We can make indoor s'mores now. And then Becca got me these cute pink bookends, which I love. They'll go very well in my library here. And Xander got me a decorative Christmas pillow. Super cute. And then Marty got me like the top thing on my Christmas wish list, which was a new gimbal for my camera. And I'm so excited about this. I cannot wait to like get into it and start messing around. But my battery is flashing now, so I'm going to go ahead and end this vlog here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button down below. And until next time, remember to always be completely you. Bye!